How you doing, everybody? Blazing Snake coming at you live with Outer Worlds 2. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this up today. What the hell? I don't know. I am conductor of the poop train.
Reactor turret defenses online. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor reinforcement door sealed. Reactor turret defenses offline. The archive reactor requires manual maintenance.
We could recalibrate those turrets or secure the area, Commander.
Open caches for health supplies or weapons. That automech is enormous. How is that practical to have indoors?
More just checking around and seeing what's what. Not a fan of that shoulder thing, but I like the pattern on that one better. I think that's all I can do in here.
Hostile in proximity.
Preserve set progress. Sustain system. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
The paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve.
Jesus Christ. That's it? What's this piece of shit?
Prudence dictates imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail. Prudence dictates the whole stronger than its parts. Resolute, steadfast, fervent, tenacious.
Yeah, let's just say my first experience with giant murder machine was never good.
Prudence dictates it is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Say nothing. Say nothing.
Prudence dictates the whole of the protectorate is stronger than its parts.
All right. Lock it in.
Resolute, courageous, steadfast, fervent, tenacious. Mitigating the threat.
Resuscitation in progress. Taking the fight out of them. Energy.
The Protector advance!
Ready to split the
I am the conductor of the poop train.
capacitor out. Get it while it's empty.
I don't know any other psycho lines, so
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. All that remains is to re-enable punch processing and disseminate the Rift processing instructions.
One data brick coming up. Hostilities are... Hope that wasn't intentional. Capacity.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the Rift processing instructions.
I got a what? You're alright, boy. I'm smart. Ooh, I am not smart.
Many ways to die here. Careful. Standing by to Commander, throwing energy your way.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the Rift data further. What an interesting predicament. Welcome back, Sentient. Bring every single last bit out of consideration. Make the paradigm real and workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder. We can't hinder outsiders.
Bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
Eventually, yes. But in the meantime, shouldn't those who support our goals be priority control access no
Doors are open. You should go see what this is all about.
A perfect community. With every luxury, save freedom. Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and pleasure. Plenty. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing and permanent.
Red diamond, yellow triangle, blue circle. So I need to leave the blue circle alone and get rid of the yellow and red ones.
Denounce interdependence. Promote the stop and consider, condemn what your neighbors think. I suspect they'd be angry. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together. Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just an invitation for you drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a move. Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us, and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad? Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Time to process the Rift data. Finally.
It just seemed to me like out of all three, that one's like its most normal personality, I guess.
Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore initiating processing of the requested data in the interim. May I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are so many Rift data the previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contain flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated assumed the Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information, assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed.
Congratulations are in order. Now it's time to honor your end of our agreement and transfer stewardship of the archive into the Order's most capable hands. The Calcaduceus, if you... Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you...
Ah, you are my new operator then. I contend that then, once we've unlocked knowledge of...
Yes.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us. All right.
Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
very what we needed. We're one step.
The Protectorate never respected us. This is merely the latest stock display.
It just seemed to me like, by comparison, and granted it's a bunch of math nerds and whatnot, but these Order guys seem a little more head on their shoulders kind of thing. If you know what I mean.
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter. A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift mod. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the calculating. According to the archive, closing all. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. That is a briefing complete.
Oh. I guess that means we're at the end of the game now. And that also means music time for me. For you guys, it'll be just the game, but y'all know.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more as a result, landing closer to the location in order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive. The energy readings from the modulator can be hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent...
But to what end is he working here? The Consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable.
I can foresee a few likely instances where you could use my skills and experience.
Once the modulator is secured, there is minimal... Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known Protectorate biological signatures. Providence identified. Standing for the Protectorate colonial anthem is not required at this time.
Should be able to sort this out with the rift modulator. You should deploy that shield of yours, Commander. Unless you're interested in experiencing... For one, am glad we chose not to die via plasma exposure. Definitely not a pleasant way to go.
This is Augustine DeVries, formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The Consul of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop him. But if you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. And for that, I am sorry.
This is pissing me off. Am I missing something? Love having to look up guides. Okay, so I just have to ignore that. Probably just some added lore bullshit.
been found for Agent Pascal. However, Agent Pascal is dead. This unit may need maintenance.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Agent Pascal, calm yourself. You are not in your right mind.
Don't you talk to me like you know me. Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? So it is you. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame.
Then they weren't too dissimilar from the troopers we encountered outside. This is...
I don't understand what's happening. I reckon that's true. Everything was fine. Till the explosion.
That explains it. She was left alive, just long enough for the rift to take her.
Wait. There was something else. Don't tell me the situation.
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as it...
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true.
This is not the...
No. I knew something was the matter. Tell me.
And that is only because I had critical information. The consequences for leaving these people to their devices would have been catastrophic.
Oh, so what you did wasn't catastrophic.
It's the Protectorate who deserve your ire. They are...
So I'm not really... And you tell me to freeze. How can I trust any of this? It doesn't make sense. So I should just give up? Not question you, or her, or what in the void? Stop speaking.
The Protectorate are attempting to reconstitute the station to how it was moments before destruction.
So I've come back from death. I assume you got a plan? To help me? You do, Boyd. This is it, and you're just gonna stand there and watch me die, huh? What am I supposed to... Yeah, well, the amount of hope I got ain't worth a damn. Reckon best you can...
Allow me to make things right.
That's the least you could do. Let's not draw the...
It's all right. This will be over soon. I swear it.
Only honorable.
The death of Agent Pascal meets all necessary requirements to be determined a mercy killing. Well done, Commander. You spared... spared Agent Pascal suffering and torment.
Incoming Protectorate. Looks like they're heading to the Skip Labs. Wonder why.
Probably because they want their tech back or something, maybe. Conductor of the boat train. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, I did take my headset off for the thing.
Those Dragoons may not be in the best shape after being pulled from the rift, but that makes them no less deadly. Absorbed plasma. Never seen that before, didn't know it was possible. One thing's for sure, we're not getting around it. We better look around, see if we can find anything to help us out.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point.
I love that with some games like
this unit excels at statistical analysis. It is not programmed to solve theoretical math.
You and me both, bot.
like they were trying to use this equation to figure out how to remove the plasma that's agitating that rift. I may be able to do something with it. I mean, if you'd like me to.
Ready to assist with agent's monitoring assist.
Located the Sovereign's office. Searching for the equation.
And here is a valid course of action. This terminal entry has a 98% chance of containing statements that are 100% false.
No way the Sovereign figured this out on his own. Let's re-plagiarize it.
Please input this equation in the Skip Lab terminal at your earliest convenience.
Why would you like a fridge? They go into the ventilation shaft.
Wow, that was beautiful. Both the science and the rift.
You bitch. This is why when you put platforming into games, you give them a double jump. Even if it's not scientifically accurate. And holy shit, that is a big bug.
Yeah.
Please report to intake for processing.
Priority. Unseal the hangar.
Quick on the draw with that one.
Let's find the modulator. On deck 2, was it?
Why would you have empty space like this? I'll be right right back. I'm back. Oh. Love heartburn. So love pimples. I want them up hidden. I think I popped it, but the swelling's still there. I know that's the door we came out in, so probably one of these, I guess.
If you must replace lost equipment, please make a request. Display. This unit is rated. Please make a request. Display.
You gotta be kidding me. You're kidding me.
Please make a request. If you please make a request. Received. Dispensing standard display.
Completely forgot about that.
get ugly, Commander. Unless you'd like to avoid the direct approach.
With life support.
Like Helldivers music.
Those kills win!
Weapons prize!
Health benefits available at your request. Please take 15 breaths before continuing.
What? We need access credentials now? Enough of this. Let's just start killing. Far simpler. That rift modulator's gotta be somewhere around here.
When asked, will result in swift disciplinary action.
Are you actually authorized? Be wary. I've heard there's an... I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set up
don't.
in the interest of keeping my current
Like Helldivers mixed with The Hobbit cartoon movie. Not the Peter Jackson thing that had like 30 sequels. Yo, what? Oh, Hobbit. I've never really actually seen those movies. And I've probably only seen the cartoon one, but the Lord of the Rings and all that, too damn long. Can you stop stabbing me?
take the keycard.
Modulator is...
Too large for us to be bonding with it, Commander. Let's see if we can find more information about it. Let me... Step aside. It might sting.
Is the answer.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to...
Esteemed Council, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now, the modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead, unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of all of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator.
Schematics acquired. However, the information contained here also indicates the existence of rifts beyond where humanity has traveled. This does not compute. Finding the console should remain your top priority, Commander. Please postpone any existential crises for a later date.
There you are, Commander. What happened? I thought you were looking for the rift modulator. Why does it still look like that out there? That's unacceptable. That complicates matters greatly. What should happen if it's damaged as we see?
And I thought I was the pessimist here. We have the schematics, we can...
Well, suppose I'm pleased to see that... Did you happen upon anything else that I should know about? In the deep reaches of space? I suppose that revelation should not come as a surprise. They are proficient at monitoring space. How else do you think they effectively obfuscated their existence for so long? But we will need to table this discovery, and he may seem open to negotiation, but I would urge caution. if you did.
We didn't come all this way to negotiate. If he won't stand down, there are other ways.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must and if you've something to say to any of us, Commander?
Redactor Esmond. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat. This will be quick.
Power makes people think they're invincible. Sovereign found out the hard way that it does not.
Oh, easy. No need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well,
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
One thing is certain. Your gray matter is too lacking for you to wield this much power. Just say the word, Commander. I've been dying to stick a knife in this fool for as long...
My dear, you're about to witness what every other member of the Dawn could only dream of. For I will save Arcadia, and rid it forever of trespassers like your little friend here. Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice.
People like
but he chose
J. Jonah Jameson
for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not? I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but you are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. My dear Agent, everything that occurs in Arcadia, I know. I've been following your progress closely, you know. Since when you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having but now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn. Even if he's not here. Such bravado is unbig... Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it's only a crime in your estimation. When one clenches a decisive victory, using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but when the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing. Intrepid, aren't you? Our Matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that it is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. What I've found when most people haven't a leg to stand on, they fall back into performative insouciance in an attempt to redirect. Listen closely. Since you took your time scurrying about my ship, presumably rifling through our things, that alone should tell you that we don't make our own circumstances. It seems they were made. Without this discovery, we may never have realized the power we now possess with the rifts. Yes. The Great Architect works in mysterious ways. That is not how this works. How, pray tell, will the plan elevate humanity if its very custodians are in no position? Now, as fascinating as your pseudo-intellectual musings have been to it, it's your time. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. If it means preserving the Matriarch's leg, as for the others...
Your statements do not indicate strong...
Hush. I was conversating with your leader here. As I said, I did what... He was stagnant. He could not do what he was born to. He could not save Arcadia or... Tell me, do you have anything other than wild speculation? So you say.
Your science is 100 kinds of wrong. Worse.
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything... I see. Well, the man was always a cynic. I find the Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this, and now you came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide it. Indeed.
To be entirely honest, it was going to end up being that anyway.
We should get to the helm.
The information here indicates the rift is about to destabilize completely. As the modulator cannot be operated from this distance, it must be flown into the rift.
Maybe let's think of this. No need to belabor this. I will fly the ship. You spared me back on Greater Tranquility so that...
No one's going in there without me.
Team cohesion is estimated to improve by 24.8% as a result of removing Agents DeVries and Leitinger.
If only only there was someone here who would gladly do this willingly and who wouldn't see it as a sacrifice at all.
If only it hadn't taken you this much precious...
Well, since the commander won't let me go, I'm glad he's forcing it on you.
Oh, my heart is warmed by this...
Now get out of here.
Augustine DeVries chose to die to atone for her actions. And yet, even that hope faded in her final moments, as she realized nothing would make up for what she had done. But
classic Obsidian
to live with her guilt any longer.
Slideshow ending.
Continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automax like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valkyrie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. Asa finally achieved her dream of dying in a rift. All it took was a daring and blood-soaked heist of a modulator to create a rift that she then summarily leapt into. Thus Asa remained a fanatical member of the Glorious Dawn, spreading the truth of the rifts to her final agonized breath. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die in those instead. With unfettered access to skip drives, and its reputation untarnished by its still secret agreement with the Protectorate, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a Seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of Purple Berry Crunch. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
That was about The Outer Worlds 2. And to be entirely honest, They're losing their edge, man. Obsidian's losing their edge. Obsidian used to be cool. I will say that the ease of like the adding the sprint and adding the different stuff for it was good, but the story was all over the place. I understand they can connect the story from the first game to this one because what more could happen following the first game's events. But at the same time, I really... I'm not saying this is as bad as Dying Light 2, but it's not the best game. It's difficult to explain, but Obsidian came around, and their first game was a follow-up to Knights of the Old Republic 1, and that's what we got was the second game, and that was like perfect Star Wars story. And then after that, they made Fallout New Vegas, which Fallout New Vegas is like still praised as like the best Fallout game ever since the original 2. I can't really say much for their other games besides those two and the first Outer Worlds and this one. I think I got Neverwinter Nights too, but I haven't even beaten that yet, and that was more of a chill-out game too. But this one, I'm sorry, man, it was too weak. Like, I had the first game, there was more stakes, there was more personal stuff to it. This one, I honestly am surprised that I actually finished, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I like Obsidian, but this ain't one of their strongest games. This one was a little more on the weak side. I do want to see if they'll get to the voice acting. I already passed that. I wasn't even really paying attention. I think when I actually played the Outer Worlds 1, I was like, oh, cool, Outer Worlds. Like, I got done playing Outer Worlds 1 myself, and then they announced this one. I'm like, oh, cool, second Outer Worlds game, more Obsidian. This is the product of Microsoft pushing something out that shouldn't have been pushed out in the first place. It's going to be the same issue with Black Ops 7. The only thing is, this game was actually worked on. And also didn't have to worry about ruining lore from previous games. Black Ops 2. Seriously, if I'm sorry. I'm sorry about them bringing back Chloe, but then being like, "Oh, David or Alex Mason's still dead." Like, okay, you bring back somebody who got killed, obviously, in your canon story, but in I'm not even going to touch Black Ops 7. I'm sorry, but I hope they make a better game, but I'm not holding out much hope for Obsidian going forward. Hopefully, the next game's a beast of the game. It's going to be good. It's going to call back to their old style. And nothing's going to rival New Vegas or KOTOR 2, but maybe do something better than what Outer Worlds 1 did. Like, the way I see this one, among all the stuff that I played, it's only slightly above Dying Light 2. Like, of all the games I played, like, the best ones were, like, Red Dead, or both the Red Dead games, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, KOTOR games, those stuff, the ones that I actually enjoyed. This one was tolerable. Like I said, slightly above Dying Light 2. Also call out the young EM. Stop. Either get voice acting lessons or just stop. You two, voice acting ain't your calling. Go back to doing YouTube.
Just as well you didn't help Auntie's Choice and the Order partner up. Would you trust a skip drive built by the lab coats behind Candy Tobacco?
No, I would not. But anyway, that about does it. Probably going to do a couple chill streams and whatnot. Probably through OBS. I did this one through PS5 streaming because I was doing consistency with the first game. But next stuff, you should be expecting OBS only. Like, comment, subscribe. Pray to God that I don't get tricked into more crap. Peace. I'm out.